Professor, CSE, to give the welcome address.
Yeah. A pleasure morning to all gathered here. It is a great pleasure for me to welcome you all for the Vaagaisoodavaa UPSC TNPSC Exams Awareness Program. It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome Mr.Gautam Goyal, I.P.S, Deputy Commissioner of Police, North Salem City, for this wonderful session. I welcome you, sir. I feel sure to welcome Ms.V.Sowmya I.R.S, Deputy Commissioner of Police, South Salem City, for this valuable session. I welcome you, ma'am. Next, I would like to welcome Ms.V.Sowmya I.R.S, Joint Commissioner of Income Tax, Salem. I welcome you, ma'am. Next, I would like to extend my warm welcome to Mr. J.D. Joint Director, Kingmakers, I.S. Academy, for this wonderful session. I welcome you, sir. I feel very much happy to welcome the man behind the growth of every successful student, our dear founder and principal, Knowledge Institute of Technology, Dr. P.S.S. Srinivasan, sir. I welcome you, sir. I feel delighted to welcome Vice Principal Dr. K. Vishadral, sir, Knowledge Institute of Technology, for this wonderful session. I welcome you, sir. Finally, I would like to extend my warm welcome to the directors, heads of various departments, faculties and staff members and future engineers for this wonderful awareness program. Once again, I welcome you all. Mr. Gautam sir and Ms.Lavanya ma'am will join within 10 minutes. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your warm words of welcome. I now invite Ms. Rohini, First Year EC, to introduce our beloved Chief Guest, Ms.V.Sowmya I.R.S, Joint Commissioner of Income Tax, Salem.
A pleasant morning to all are present here. It's my pleasure to invite our Chief Guest, Ms.V.Sowmya I.R.S, Joint Commissioner of Income Tax, Salem. Ms.V.Sowmya belongs to the Indian Revenue Service of 2011 batch. She is an Information Science Engineering graduate from R.V. College of Engineering, Bangalore. She has pursued her Master's in Public Policy from the Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore, during the year 2020-2021. She has over 12 years of experience in the Income Tax Department in various capacities like TDS, Investigation, Corporate Charge, Transfer Pricing, CPC and Faceless Assessments. She has awarded and recognized from the Indian Tax Department as Best Investigating Officer, Excellence Award on the Income Tax Day, and Best Officer Award for monitoring the 2019 Parliamentary election in Mysore. The various workshops and seminars conducted by her include Gender Sensitization Program, Income Tax Matter, Orientation Program for Civil Service Aspirants, and mock interviews for the candidates selected for UPSC interview. Her article, Bird's Eye View of HPF Taxation, was published in Tax Law of CPTT as a DPRTA Chennai. Article is Angel Tax Still Hanging on Startup Heads, was published in 2021 edition of Tax Law. She has received an appreciation letter from Principal Chief Commissioner of Income Tax for her initiative in Swachh Bharat Abhiyan in Salem. Presently, she is working as Joint Commissioner of Income Tax, Salem. With this short note, I once again welcome Ms.V.Sowmya for this wonderful event. Thank you for the opportunity given. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rohini. The introduction of the Chief Guest, Mr. N. Kalyan Sir, Joint Director, Kingmakers IAS Academy, will be given by Ms. M. Divya, Second Year, EEE.
She is an Information Science Engineering graduate from R.V. College of Engineering, Bangalore. She has pursued her Master's in Public Policy from the Indian Institute of Management.
Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce our Chief Guest, Mr. N. Kalyan Sir, Joint Director, Kingmakers IAS Academy. Sir has completed BE Mechanical Engineering and M.Tech Computer Aided Design from Anna University. Sir has worked in Renault Design as a Senior Research Engineer in R&D Department. Sir has cleared various competitive exams. Sir is the in charge of XML branches, handles both academic as well as administrative works. Sir has over 7 years of teaching experience. He He has been a mentor and motivator to many aspirants to achieve their dream and become a successful brigade. With this short note, I would like to welcome the Chief Guest N. Kalyan sir for this wonderful event. Thank you all for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Divya. Leaders become great not because of their power, but because of their ability to empower others. Now, I am glad to welcome Ms. V. Kritika, AADS, to introduce Dr. P.S.S. Srinivasan sir, founder and principal of KIOT.
Presently, she is working as Joint Commissioner of Income Tax, Salem. With this short note, I once again welcome Ms.V.Sowmya
Now I kindly request Dr. P.S.S. Srinivasan sir, founder and principal of KIOT, to honor the chief guest Ms.V.Sowmya I.R.S, Joint Commissioner of Income Tax, Salem.
Mr. N. Kalyan sir, Joint Director, Kingmakers I.A.S Academy. Sir has completed being mechanical engineer and completed design of Vaagai. Sir has completed as a senior research engineer. Sir has various exams. Sir is the in charge of his managers and academic as well as administrative works. Sir has provided 7 years of experience. Glad to welcome Mr. Kalyan sir, Joint Director, Kingmakers I.A.S Academy, to honor Dr. P.S.S. Srinivasan sir, founder and principal KIOT.
AADS, to introduce Dr. P.S.S. Srinivasan sir, founder and principal of KIOT.
Now, I would like to welcome Mr. N. Kalyan sir, Joint Director, Kingmakers I.A.S Academy, to honor our Vice Principal, Mr. K. Vaagaisoodavaa sir, KIOT.
Principal sir. Vice Thank you, sir. I would like to welcome Mr. Vaagaisoodavaa sir to honor our today's chief guest, Mr. N. Kalyan sir, the Joint Director of Kingmakers I.A.S Academy.
GT holidays.
கோவை திமுகவை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் ஜெயலலிதா ரேஸ் ஹைட்டாக இருக்கு. கோயம்புத்தூர் பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் பிள்ளையார் இதெல்லாம் இப்போ குறிப்பாக வந்து நிவேதா போட அதே கோவையில்
A principal is a true leader and an innovator. I now welcome Dr. P.S.S. Srinivasan sir, founder and principal KIOT, with us today to deliver a powerful speech that will inspire us all. Now, I would like to welcome
Good morning,
Sir, Joint Director, Kingmakers I.A.S.
my dear student friends. Today,
Vice Principal,
Mr. you are all here
KIOT.
for a different scenario. KIOT means the best placements, mostly in the reputed MNCs and Indian companies. But there is a very big alternate career path available beyond our private corporate placements. And that will be very rewarding as well as very powerful.
Thank you, sir. I would like to welcome
In fact, I am not much aware of the opportunities available in the government services
Mr. N. Kalyan,
at
sir,
various levels.
Joint Director of Kingmakers IAS Academy.
We have one online examination center, you all aware, TCS ION. So they conduct online examinations on behalf of various agencies. So around 200 to 250 days in a year, one way or other there are variety of examinations, online. Now all examinations have become online mostly.
A principal.
So it is functioning for the past 5 years. Every year around 200 to 250 days they have one exam or other exam.
KIOT.
Out of which 2/3 of the examinations are related with government services. Railway services, bank recruitment, so many services. Really amazing. I haven't looked into that sector when I was a student like you, but now it is very late for me. So with this view, you all aware, we have about 70 plus clubs, forums, associations that nurtures you beyond regular academics. So every department has got 5 to 7 technical clubs or co-curricular clubs. Beyond curriculum that gives a lot of inputs for you to learn a particular technology, say like artificial intelligence or IoT or data science. Very powerful. And at the second year level, third semester level, you will get some workshop level, hands-on, not mere teaching. With that input in a particular specialization, you will be making a product called make a product or develop an application. One in 4th semester, one in 5th semester, one in 6th semester. So that reinforces how you can able to solve a real life problem, not one, but 3 in a particular domain. Plus we have industry linked laboratories that trains you on a particular technology to the industry level. That is why our KIOT students are able to get 5 lakhs to 15 lakhs salary per annum. They have one exam or other exam. This is one track. This is what we have been all along. Now we have an exclusive 3 clubs: higher education India, higher education abroad, then competitive examination cell. These 3 are 3 distinct to create an awareness among you to understand there are better career paths than what we have been conventionally following and successful. So there are good institutions like IITs, IIMs, NITs are there, where pursuing MTech, PhD or even will make you live a better avenue or better career. A similar way, getting into best universities across the globe will give you a global perspective. So that's why higher education India has an exclusive club and higher education abroad where like that competitive examination cell is headed by Dr. Muniraj and team. So far we have been conducting very less number of programs, but we are accelerating that. So towards that end, today we have one important program. There are beautiful career options available to serve to the nation at different levels. So Kingmakers Academy, as the name indicates, Kingmakers make all the major changes better for the society, but they will remain silent in the background. That is what the word Kingmaker means. So Kingmaker Academy does such services in the area of competitive examinations, especially I.A.S. and I.R.S. and other fields. So he is here, Kalyan is here to give lot of awareness, what is the opportunity, what are the contents or curriculum, how you have to prepare yourself from first year or second year onwards to prepare. That will it give success? Best universities. What is the guarantee that this will give success? So that is why he has brought in 3 persons, 3 important guests. Each will address for about 10 to 15 minutes. So today, in presence, in front of you, we have Sowmya Madam. He has cleared I.R.S. examination. He is a B.Tech graduate in the area of information technology or information science, like you, but she has taken an alternate career path and today successfully carrying out as a Deputy Joint Commissioner of Income Tax. While she was being introduced, you might have come across in a very short span of about 10 years career, she has introduced a lot of reforms within the income tax department and the way in which functioning, and that has brought him several awards or honors. You might have, while introducing, you might have seen. So today, innovation is a mantra. Even in government sector like income tax, we can able to introduce a lot of things. How come this is possible? Basically because engineering is application of science for development of new things that you are being trained that way, where the innovation is the key. Instead of applying your innovative brain in the information science, she has put in her brain that logical innovative brain. In the area of income tax, this crossbreeding has resulted. I really when I was having a small chat with her, she was humble and that's all only I know, but when she is being introduced very briefly, you see 4 or 5 awards honors in such a young age. Really hats off to you, madam, and she will be the real inspiration for you. Similarly, Ms.P.Lavanya madam, she is a MBA graduate. She will be joining very shortly. She is a Deputy Commissioner of Police, Salem South. So I had an opportunity to talk to her for about 15-20 minutes in 2 different occasions. She is also a very innovative and dynamic and forward-looking lady like Sowmya madam. And another guest, next guest here, Gautam. He is from I.P.S, so I am yet to get introduced. So all these 3 has taken, apart from the conventional path, they have taken a regular government service competitive examinations, clear, and doing a wonderful service. So I don't expect every one of you to look into this, but there is a huge opportunity lies there. If you ask these experts, they will say, South 4 states, the conversion of people, the total number of people coming into this I.A.S, I.P.S, I.R.S and all these things on a all India basis level, if you see the percentages are less when compared to the north. Especially this Bihar, UP, that side, the government competitive examinations is a grace. Basically because my elder son has got cleared JEE and got a B.Tech admission in NIT Trichy about 7-8 years back. So there it's All India quota 50% and Tamil Nadu quota 50%. So he was given a 3-member room in the first year. I went to put him into the hostel, random allotment, There are 2 other students, one was from Bihar and another was from UP. Then 2-3 times I visited during first year, I had some half an hour, 10 minutes kind of chat with his roommates. After completing your BTech from NIT, what is your plan? They both test competitive, IAS, I.P.S, I.R.S. That is a mindset. See, having got into NIT, they did not say, I want to specialize in something like this, I want to get placed in Deloitte, KPMG or Google. That should normally, any guy, if you ask 10 guys, all will say that. Then one occasion I went to, when I was going, there are few of his friends were also chatting, some 5-6 guys were there, all were from UP and Bihar, that region. Then I had what to ask in a very short, so what is your career plan? A very common question. They all said competitive examinations. So that is the fire. If you go to Andhra Pradesh, then IIT JEE, GATE. If you see MTech admissions, across India 30 to 40% students are from Andhra Pradesh. If you go to IIT Madras, the huge chunk of MTech will be there from them. Like that, different states has focused on. But unfortunately, Tamil Nadu, in my opinion, this kind of awareness is very, very less, negligible, I can say. So, but there is a huge opportunity available. In this contest today, Kingmakers Academy and Kumudam magazine. So, see dear friends, when you want to write these competitive examinations, in your total content, everything you will clear. But current affairs is one area where you will lose. Okay, if you come for any MNC campus interview, where you struggle, all technical you will clear. Only aptitude test. There is a written test wherein some 30% weightage is given to aptitude. Okay, this 9th standard, 10th standard, +1, +2 mathematics. Time, distance, speed, calculations, some NPR, NCR calculations. These small, simple maths, that if you don't clear, you cannot move to technical interview and get it. Everybody clears aptitude is almost 95% placed. So that is so in our core we are strong, but where we lack is that's why we give a lot of emphasis on developing those aspects, because of that conversions are better, that's all. Like that, current affairs, what happens today? You cannot read in one day and get it. So we must have a habit of regular reading and understanding over a long period. Then only we will clear the current affairs. That way, why I am talking, when I was a BTech student like you, so from second year onwards, I started reading this kind of magazines, Kumudam, Anandavadan and Kungumam, and English Hindu. So these 4 are English Hindu every day, these are weekly. So I have the habit of reading even till now, but not to the extent, because of want of time, this time spent on Kumudam, Anandavadan, Kungumam has reduced, but this gives such a way, Kumudam has got a very long reputation, and they give a contemporary information. Of course, the skew towards cinema is a little higher in recent times, but this all will give, just a glancing it, gives a very balanced thing. This small Sirgadai and this Todagadai, this gives a different perspective, human perspective of our life, our society. So these are all necessary to live as a human being. That way, Kumudam Kingmakers Academy has joined together, devised a very nice program. 3 eminent people who have got benefited out of this competitive examination, sitting in a powerful position and commanding position and doing wonders. They will give inspiration. To achieve that, what is required, Kalyan will give the way forward, the process. So very beautifully this half-day program has been planned. I thank the competitive examinations, Dr. Muniraj and his team for making it a very good program. Of course, our Vice Principal is there as a backbone in all our endeavors. So with this note, listen this carefully, think about it, and why not I become an IAS, I.P.S, I.R.S, like the giant sitting on the dais. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Income tax returns are the most imaginative fiction being written today. It's my pleasure to welcome Ms.V.Sowmya I.R.S, Joint Commissioner of Income Tax, to deliver Chief Guest Address.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, the team of Knowledge Institute of Technology, Kumudam magazines, and Kingmakers Academy. Incidentally, all the three names are starting from K, so we don't know whether they are collaborated because of this common factor, but it's very good that they have come up with this innovative program for all of you, and I also welcome all of you here. I heard that all of you are in first year of your engineering, and you are really lucky to have this kind of an orientation at the first year. Because even I did not have, even coming to the final year, I never knew what is civil service, how much it has to be prepared. So I had, when I studied, as they told, I studied from R.V. College. It is one of the reputed colleges in Bangalore. And as any reputed college, there will be a final year, there will be a lot of campus interviews which keeps on going on. All big companies comes to us. So where do we have time to think about civil service or to leave that such a good job and go for prepare for civil services? So I too joined as a software engineer. And I went for, I started working for a company called Tesco. It's a UK-based company, and it was good. But somehow within 2 years I got bored. If you have seen any of your friends or relatives, they will be very enthusiastic to join a software job. But ask them after 6 months, all of them wants to quit, all of them wants to change. They say that this is not the place for them, right? Isn't it? Have you experienced it? Your brother, somebody you can ask, and you can see that within 2-3 years of span, they would have changed almost 2-3 companies, and by 5 years they are like totally gone. They will be doing meditation, going like to Himalayas, going on a bike ride, not happy with their job. But have you seen any of your relatives or a friend or somebody who is into government job and who has left within 1 year saying this is not my job? They have religiously, they have worked for 35 years and retired from the government. So why is it so? As an youngsters, you have to understand it's all about your employer. Who is your employer? How they treat is more important. As a government always respects its employees, gives all facilities. Even before asking them to work, it will give them what are the comforts it gives. It gives good salary, it gives good number of leaves. Especially here I see lot of ladies or a lot of girls who are sitting here, and it's the best job for girls, I would say, because they will give lot of leaves. And whenever, now you may not realize, maybe 10 years, 15 years down the line, when you have a family, when you have a children, having a leave is a big luxury for us, where we can balance family life and our professional life. That's the big thing. And whenever I usually go for taking mock interviews, go for taking motivational sessions for youngsters. And 3 are the mainly important questions they have in their mind. Some they ask, some they keep lingering in their mind and they stop it there. So the first question is, why should I join government service? The second one is, am I really capable of handling if I join a government service? And third one is, even if I have to start, where do I start? How do I start my preparations? As I said, why should you join government service? right? So if you join on Amazon and if you are made a head of Salem, that entire distribution of a Salem will be taken care by you and you will be paid some 1 crore salary. And today we have 2 chief guests who are SPs in Salem, and another job will be given that you are an SP of Salem and you have to take care and the salary will be less. Which one would you prefer? Which one would you prefer? Will you become a SP of Salem or just an Amazon, which will be definitely a high paid salary? It's an SP, right? Being an SP or being a DM of a district or being an income tax officer, it all gives you to directly interact with the people. Suppose if you today as a district magistrate, you have opened some school in a remote place and that student studies, and after 10 years he comes to you and says that whatever I have become successful in my life is because of you. Think of the kind of satisfaction you are going to get. This you will not get in a job where you will get lakhs together, but yet you are anonymous to outside world, isn't it? So government service always gives you that comfort of working. As the academy name suggests, it's a Kingmakers Academy. So the name is very good. So all of you are here to become a kings and queens of tomorrow. But we should always not forget that we are also the servants. We are also the servants for the people. That's why we are called as civil servants. And always our motto should be to work for the people, and somewhere when you see those results popping up, you will always feel happy. So the second question was, am I going to be a successful civil servant? So maybe today you might have got very much inspired with so many talks. You will go back home and you will say to your family, your friends, your neighbors that I am going to become a civil servant, I am going to start my civil service preparation. So what is the first reaction? Do you think they are going to encourage you? Do you say, no, yes, you go and prepare, we will help you, you don't take any job, we are fine with it. Are they going to do that? The first thing they will say is, no, as a software you will get a better salary, better abroad opportunities, why you want to go? Somebody will say that you don't even score 50%, 60% marks in the college, how will you prepare civil service? You are just boasting around. And others will discourage saying that you are very, you have a lot of inferiority complex, you are very silent, you don't even speak with people. If you become civil servant, how will you speak with people, how will you understand? There will be politicians politicians will always interfere in job, you can't handle the politicians. So within 1 week they will tell you so many things that you will drop the idea of studying for civil service, right? So the same thing happened to me also. For me the journey, now if I see maybe I am very successful, I am able to do my job, but when I started my journey it was not that easy. Because as I told you, I was in a very good software job, but by 2 years I was done with it. I never wanted to work there. So what next? I decided to quit because working and studying was very difficult, managing the both. So when I left the job, everybody said the same thing. So for a lady having a job, something in Bangalore, married, settled, why do you need to take some risk? Everybody in the family, surrounding, everybody demotivated me that why you want to study. So the only person who helped me, who supported me, who stood behind me was my husband. So he said, whatever others are saying, you are going to study. So because the journey was not easy. That time for a general merit candidate, it was 4 attempts. And every time I used to fail, I used to start from the beginning. So UPSC is like wherever you fail, it's not that you are going forward from there. You have to come to the beginning and start from the again. So four attempts means it's almost 4 years being lost. So it's always like without a family support, it's not possible. So just like how my spouse supported, I'm sure like in your life also there will be somebody who is going to support. It could be your brother, your sister, father, whoever will stand by you and will support. So listen to them. It's not a big deal. So you concentrate, you don't worry about after becoming civil service, okay, if I become SP, can I handle it? If I join income tax, can I handle it? Don't worry about that.
ஷாப்பிங் உலகின் சூப்பர்
Until
ஸ்டோர்
clearing the exam is
குமுதம்
your
யூடியூப் நேயர்களுக்கு
responsibility. Once you
அனைவருக்கும் இனிய
clear, it's
வணக்கம்.
government's responsibility. They will train you in such a way, the trainings are very elaborate and one of the best institutes we have across India for each one. For I.S. separate institute, I.P.S. separate, for an income tax separate institutes are there, where they'll give a elaborate training and they will tune you how to behave like an administrator, how to work. So that is their responsibility, how to make you work in a government or the organization. So your responsibility will end, start with your preparations and clearing up the exams. So always concentrate on that. No matter what comes, just prepare it. And even if you want to prepare, the third question is, how do I start it? Because all of you are still in first year, maybe you're still struggling to understand your engineering subject, so how do you start? So first thing, three things you have to start right now is, first is reading newspapers. How many of you read newspapers every day? Can you raise your hands? Few. Very few read newspapers. Have a habit of reading a newspaper every day. Initially, if you feel Hindu is considered to be the UPSC's newspaper, the Hindu is one you have to read. In the beginning, if you have trouble understanding in English, comprehending it, you can start with Times of India. And gradually within 1 month, 2 months, you shift it to Hindu. Until you clear, you keep reading Hindu, and that is the only thing which will take you to the heights. Right? Second one, start reading the books. Which books should I read? Should I read big books? No, start with the basic books. NCERT textbooks are available. Start from 8th standard. Study till 12th books. Social science, history, geography, you can start those books. So these books are very basic. So for you, if you read, you will easily understand. From there, you can take it forward. And thirdly, follow the UPSC related or civil service related news, this thing. How many of you know, like yesterday we got a results for UPSC? You saw it in newspaper anywhere? What was the yesterday news related to UPSC? Civil services? So 1,000 plus of them have cleared their exams, and I think from Tamil Nadu it is 107 is the highest rank which people have got it. So follow it, follow what is your SP in a district doing, what is your DM doing, what is some officer doing. We have a very good foreign affairs minister who was a civil servant. Listen to them, what is their foreign policies. This will inspire you. If they can do it, we can also do it. So that kind of an attitude will get developed. And for sir, one suggestion for this thing is probably, sir, you can, library, you can keep more and more books about civil service. So the more you see the library, probably you will pick up and start reading it. Once you start reading it, you will get interested in reading, especially the monthly magazines. If they are available in library, maybe that will interest more and more students to read it. And if there are few students who are really interested, sir, I would request you bring like 5 or 10 students in a club and bring them to the office. Bring them to the income tax office, bring them to the DM's office, bring them to the SP's office, ask them to interact with them. Because everything that it will be in their mind that it is very difficult, it's very difficult for us to manage, these posts and all, I am not capable. So all this kind of negative attitude will go away if you see the ground reality, how it is able to manage. I would say it's difficult, but it's not something impossible. So with constant practice, definitely you can do it. There is a saying that power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. But what I would say is with great power comes great responsibility. So when you have so much of power when you join the civil services, and if you use it responsibly for the betterment of the people, you can imagine the kind of results it is going to give. So I thank once again for all the members here who have given me this opportunity to interact with you. Maybe 3 years, 3 years is less because all of you are in first year. Maybe around 7 to 8 years down the line, I really wish few of you are sitting on this side of the dais and giving the motivational speak and inspire more and more people to join the services. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring words. Genius is 1% talent and 99% is hard work. Now, I would like to welcome Mr. N. Kalyan sir, Director, Kingmakers IAS Academy, to give the chief guest address.
A very good morning all. கொஞ்சம் சத்தமா சொல்லலாம். Yes, very good, very good. Okay, first of all, start பண்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி today, yesterday was a very auspicious day for us. ஒரு நல்ல good news என்னன்னா ஆல் இந்தியா நேற்று தான் UPSC சிவில் சர்வீஸ் எக்ஸாமோட ரிசல்ட்ஸ் வந்தது. ஸோ அந்த ரிசல்ட்டில் ஆல் இந்தியாவில் நம்பர் 1 ரேங்க் இஷிதா கிஷோர். அவங்க வந்து கிங்மேக்கர்ஸ் IAS அகாடமியோட ஸ்டூடெண்ட் சொல்கிறதுல ரொம்ப பெருமைப்படுறேன். அண்ட் ஒரு வருத்தமான விஷயமும் அதில் இருக்கு. என்னன்னா தமிழ்நாட்டில் இருந்து வர கேண்டிடேட்ஸ் வந்து பார்த்தோம்னா டாப் 100ல் தமிழ்நாட்டிலேருந்து கேண்டிடேட்ஸே கிடையாது. ஸோ பேசிக்கலாக இந்த மாதிரி அவேர்னஸ் ப்ரோக்ராம் பண்ணுறதோட மெயின் ரீசன் என்னென்னா தமிழ்நாட்டில் இருந்து நிறைய IAS I.P.S ஆஃபீஸர்ஸ் கொண்டு வரணுன்றது தான் ஒரே அஜெண்டாவோடு தான் நம்ம வந்து இந்த அவேர்னஸ் ப்ரோக்ராம் கண்டக்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி நம்ம வந்து குமுதம் கூட டைப் பண்ணி, ஸோ குமுதம் வந்து உங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்குமே தெரியும், ஒரு வெரி ஃபேமஸ் மேகசின். ஸோ அவங்க வந்து ஒவ்வொரு மாவட்டத்திலையும் ஒரு ப்ரெஸ்டீஜியஸ் காலேஜ், ப்ரெஸ்டீஜியஸ் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்ஸ், இப்போ நம்ம இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்ஸ் நீங்கள் இருக்கிறதே ஒரு ப்ரெஸ்டீஜியஸ் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷனில் தான். ஸோ இங்கே வந்து இந்த மாதிரி ஒவ்வொரு மாவட்டமாக வந்து நம்ம வந்து கொலாபரேட் பண்ணி அவங்க கூட சேர்ந்து அவேர்னஸ் ப்ரோக்ராம் த்ரூ தமிழ்நாடு பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். ஸோ இன்னைக்கு நம்ம வந்து நிறைய கற்றுக்க போகிறோம். ஸோ உங்கள் வாழ்நாளில் இந்த நெக்ஸ்ட் 2 hours ஆஃப் த செஷன் வில் பி வெரி யூஸ்ஃபுல். இன் யர் என்டையர் கெரியரில் இந்த 2 hours யூ வில் டிசைட் வெதர் டு டேக் அப் கவர்மெண்ட் சர்வீசஸ் ஆர் நாட். சிவில் சர்வீசஸ் எனக்கு கரெக்டானது தானா இல்லையா அப்படின்றத டிசைட் பண்ணுறது ஒரு மேஜர் ரோல் இந்த 2 hours இருக்கும். ஸோ இந்த 2 hours வந்து நீங்கள் எப்போதுமே மறக்க மாட்டீங்க. I'll make sure you are not forgetting this 2 hours. And first of all, I'd like to thank our principal sir, vice principal sir, and your trainer, placement cell trainer. And thank you ma'am, thank you so much. As you said, 3K, triple K. So I think Kumudam, Kingmakers IAS Academy and Knowledge Institute of Technology. So 3 பேருமே சேர்ந்து will create a better society for all the students. Okay. So with this I will end my address. Like we will start the session after a short break. Thank you. Dear students, for 10 minutes break எடுத்துட்டு வாங்க. Then we will have a very PowerPoint presentation on all type of competitive examination. 10 minutes break, then you come back again and assemble here in 10 minutes.
I request all the students to come back and assemble at 11:05. 11:05 everyone should be assembled here.